Hey there, good morning.
Good morning.
Today we got a later start because the hotel we were at, um, huh, um,
The hotel we were at was
was
very
very loud.
noisy.
Our room window is very hot. I don't think I don't even think Spain knows what a fan is. I think I may go into the fan distribution business. But ungodly hot, no crosswinds, and when we opened our window, it was right next to the sign, and there were 4 or 5 people hanging out right in front, 20 feet below us, 10 feet below us, talking and yelling, gosh, until 1:30,
Yeah, having a
almost
grand
2.
old time.
Having fun, but what people in Spain have is, what they don't have is consideration for people that are trying to sleep. And it's amazing that the owners would allow all these people to sit out there and party and be loud when 90% of the people that are paying to stay there and keeping them afloat and buying their food and drink and everything else are peregrinos who are trying to get to sleep early because they have to get up early. So anyway, that's yesterday's walk was
Long. It was beautiful through the sunflowers, and it was lovely to walk through them. Then we had a little break. Had to walk through kind of an industrial outskirts of a city. I cannot pronounce the name, but it's spelled Sahgun.
Sahgun.
And then we did have lovely pastries in the town.
Oh,
delicious. Cream-filled pastries like
they're
you
great.
never tasted. Yum.
Excellent.
And
And as you can see behind us, these trees have been lining the Camino now for, oh geez, 10 kilometers or more,
yeah,
15.
we walked in on all this stuff.
And
It's
I
still
guess it's been
continuing.
an investment because as you look in between every fourth or fifth, they've got a water source. So big investment in the future, this, I guess. So the food in Burgo El Renero, it's a one-stop shop. There's one little corner, there's a hostel across the street, and where we stayed. And I think that was it. Food marginal at best. You know, same $10 Pellegrino meal, but really easy to forget.
Yeah. Forgettable.
Forgettable.
But the people were very nice. The woman that owns the hostel was just so nice
Yeah.
to us. She even brought us some bottles of water upon our arrival, so that was really nice. And she just kept speaking to us in Spanish and blah, 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 and even we didn't understand a word she said.
But we
Just
smiled.
smiled and okay.
And she was
But
one
she
tough
was very
lady,
lovely.
probably in her late 60s. And when we walked in, she grabbed our pack that we forward, which is probably 30 pounds, threw it right over her shoulder and started walking up the stairs. We're like, oh man, don't mess with her.
She was
But-
a tough lady.
So yesterday was a long walk. I think sleep deprivation is part of being on a Camino. We're 2 days away from Leon, which we can't
Yay.
wait to get there. We're staying in the Parador and got ourselves a junior suite so we can kind of hang out and do what we need to do. Take a second day, I think a rest day in Leon to check out the town. Is the Parador? We don't want to leave there. I want to hang out the day. Several of our friends are almost a full walk behind us.
Yes.
And we've befriended 2 groups of people. One group that is, would you say, younger,
Yes.
25 to 30, 35, and then 4 or 5 couples that are our age or older, and we're kind of rolling with them for the past couple days and the foreseeable couple days. So that's about it.
Catch you later.
Catch you a little bit later today. Anyway, today's actually a quick 19-kilometer walk. Looks like it's going to be relatively flat on what you can see behind us.
There's cars.
Two cars getting out of the way. Just walking the line.
No.
So anyway, we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Hello. Lessons learned for this time is, as crazy as it sounds, and it's taken us this long to figure it out. When you go to a hotel, albergue, hostel, whatever, an albergue, some you're just going to be assigned a number and a bed. But look at the proximity of your room to windows and lights and noise and heat. West, if it's west facing, probably gonna be nice and cool in the afternoon. Where east facing is gonna be, you're gonna get cooked. Northwest or north south, you're probably okay. But be aware of where everybody's hanging out, where your window is, and hopefully you have 2 windows where you can get some cross ventilation. So mind where you pick your room if you have a choice. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, signing out. See ya. Okay, we are in the Mansilla de las Mulas city, and here is where the Camino de Santiago Francés comes into, or I should say, the Camino de Santiago de Calzada Romana, which is, I guess, the Roman. I'll have to check it out. This is where the 2 Caminos intersect right here. You can see these shells on the ground. Just got here. It's about 12 o'clock. It's nice and cool. It's about 80, 85. And it looks like we're coming into some sort of a town square, farmer's market of some sort. So anyway, I thought it was interesting to find these 2 Caminos coming together right here. Anyway, more to come. We're at the outskirts on the backside of the town, and these are the old walls that used to be part of this walled city. And there are some more over there. And they continue for, I guess, the whole width of the city. You can see them way off in the distance too. Apparently there's some lights here, so we'll try to get back here later on tonight to see what it looks like.
A 10, el polo a 10, ¿eh? A 10 euros. A 10 el polo.
In the other square, they're selling vegetables, and here they're selling goods. What a happening little place. Lots of people, locals. Haven't seen too many Pellegrinos yet, but I guess we haven't gotten close enough to the bars. What a beautiful day. Like I said before, probably in the mid to upper 80s. Light wind, just beautiful. Great city, definitely at this point. Put it on your map, make it happen. More later. Buenos, not noches, buenos tardes. At the end of our day in Mansilla de las Mulas, it's been a wonderful day. The weather on this one of the last 2 days in the Meseta has been totally accommodating. They said normally the weather is around 38 to 40, which is 98 to 104, 105. We've had weather not exceeding 88 to 90, and today was, gosh, had been low 80s.
It was lovely.
So looking around, this is the weather and brightness at 10 o'clock at night. We're at a outdoor albergue, I guess you'd call it almost a bar and a restaurant, right next to our hotel. And I'll give you an idea what it looks like at 10 o'clock at night. There are, and this is typical here in Spain, I would say there's probably, maybe 30% pilgrims and 70% locals. And they'll be hanging out here until midnight, enjoying themselves. If I were to come into this town and not have prearranged, I would stay here for sure. And this is called the, I don't know. Anyway. As you're coming in on the Camino, it's the very first albergue that you'll see. You just walk in, there's a big open door, big lawn, try to book it. It's an awesome place. So we're going to have a little, and they actually cure their own meat. And they've got this wonderful deli, and as part of our closing little beverage and food for tonight, they brought us a sampling of their dried meats and cheeses that they serve as part of what we call it, tapas. And
We did have a lovely dinner at a beautiful restaurant in
Begaria del Camino.
And it was just gorgeous. The man had grown a vine plant, a grapevine.
Which we'll show you a little later. I've got it on film.
And we sat at it. He allowed us to put the tables together, and we sat with two other couples and a single friend, and we sat seven of us.
Seven.
At a beautiful table in this midst of these grapevines, and it's just lovely.
So today has been, it started out a little mundane and leaving a couple areas that were just not wonderful. Got a great sleep. I think we put in, 3 hours a nap, 2.5 hours. Wonderful. It's cooling down. Hopefully we'll sleep tonight. And it's all good. So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to the Parador. We're going to play the way, and we're going to stay in a big room. So on the way, they say it's a dangerous road on the first stretch. So we will catch up with you then, show you a little about what's going on then. Yes. So, hasta luego.
Around completely and walk us back. And he was working on his Spanish a lot with Shirley and his broken English with me. And he was talking about USA football. Yeah, number one. He was telling us they won. But he walked us all the way back to the hotel, thinking he's going back to his room. He didn't. He turned around and then went back. Yeah. We've seen that 1,000 people walk out.
Yeah, we have the mayor. Oh yes, in Estrella, walk us.
Thought you might find interest in this. Not only is there a sunset, oh, here comes a car. As the car goes by, and you can actually hear again, look at all these swallows in the air having fun and screaming and yelling amongst each other. Give it a second. Common scene in some of these cities. Just wonderful. Anyway, about 10:30 in the evening.